Well, has the bloodbath ended? Has the Zaslav bloodbath ended over at Warner Discovery? Probably not yet, but the rebuild looks like has begun. Before we start, I just want to thank those of you out there who have subscribed, liked, share our programming here on Q2Cast TV and Man with the Show and all of our other programs, including all of our other social media platforms. We are literally 20 more to go to get to 600. Those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I hope today's the day I earn your subscription. We're trying to get to that 1,000. Hopefully we'll get to the 600 very soon and move on to the next level to 700. Thank you again. All the descriptions are below what you can do to help us. So let's get on with this story. We knew all the problems over at Warner Brothers when AT&T had them, when it was Time Warner. Now David Zaslav has come in to literally clean house. I mean, he has taken, it's almost, let's put it this way. It's like you're buying a nice old house, but you're going to gut it completely from the ground up and replace everything and make it into a new home. And that's what I think David Zaslav right now is doing. He's creating the new Warner Brothers for a new century, because basically what was left, what was there was literally garbage. TV shows, movies, specials, everything wasn't working out great. It was a loss. CW has been sold over to Nexstar, and we have a story about Nexstar. Nexstar is trying to squeeze out more fees out of the Verizon customers and DirecTV customers, but we got that coming up next week. But this is a major breaking news from The Hollywood Reporter. DC shocker James Gunn, Peter Safran to lead film, TV, and animation division.
I fucking knew it! Oh!
And we're going to read this off of The Hollywood Reporter. The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is really changing. In a stunning turn of events, filmmaker James Gunn and producer Peter Safran have been tapped to lead DC's film, TV, and animation efforts as co-chairs and co-CEOs of DC Studios, a newly formed division at Warner Brothers that will replace DC Films. The unprecedented move, in which a top director will assume top executive post, marks the end of months-long search by Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav to replace DC Films boss Walter Hamada, who departed the studio last week. That search had all of Hollywood guessing and playing executive bingo for who will land one of the most coveted and challenging jobs in town. In recent weeks, Gunn and Safran were spotted at the Warner Brothers lot, meeting with Warner Brothers Films co-chair Michael DeLuca and about future projects. And according to the sources, the initial overture to Safran and Gunn's came from DeLuca over the summer. Even as the studio was in shaky talks with producer Dan Lin to take the job. Gunn will focus on the creative side of things, while Safran will focus on the business and production side. Both are expected to continue to direct and produce projects respectively. They will report directly to Zaslav and work closely with Warner film bosses DeLuca and Pamela Abdi. Sources say the deal runs 4 years and Gunn will be exclusive to DC. Bye-bye, Disney. The goal is for them not to just be producers, but to truly function as executives, even as Gunn will occasionally hone a movie. Unlike Marvel Studios, DC has multiple films set in separate creative universes, and according to sources, Joker filmmaker Todd Phillips, who's working on the upcoming sequel, which will go into the production later this year, will not fall under Gunn and Safran's purview, and instead will be overseen by DeLuca and Abby. Matt Reeves, who worked under Hamada, has a budding universe based on the Batman movie. It is unclear under whose purview Reeves' future projects would fall, but everything else is moving forward, would be under Gunn and Safran. DC has among the most entertaining, powerful, and iconic characters in the world. I am thrilled to have singular and complementary talents of James and Peter joining our world-class team and overseeing the creative direction of the stored DC universe, said Zaslav in a statement. Their decades of experience in filmmaking, close ties to the creative community, and proven track record thrilling superhero fans around the globe, making them uniquely qualified to develop a long-term strategy across film, television, animation, and taking this iconic franchise to the next creative level of story making. Here's where everything changes. There's a little bit more on there, but go ahead on there. But Disney has lost out majorly on a very good director. They've lost it to Warner. And, a lot of people were predicting this. A lot of people were predicting this, that Zaslav would step up and grab James Gunn. This is the biggest mistake for Disney, but it is a plus in the column for Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, the only thing I have to say, I'm on a see and wait what James Gunn and Peter Safran will do. Now, understand, this will get going. This will get going very soon with both of them. There's still a couple of things on the drawing board that are still in production now. We still have the Flash movie. We still have Aquaman. We still have all that. That's the old regime. All that is the old regime. Now, what comes afterwards will be Gunn and Safran. What will they make? What will they do to the DC universe? One thing is, don't change too much on the animation. You had some great animation. Continue the quality animation. I know the last couple of them weren't that great. Get back to the way you were when, the DC universe had some of those great animated mini movies that were out there, that was selling out every time at the video store, that basically people were watching constantly. Stuff like the Justice League Dark and many others that on there, those many Batman ones that they were doing, the Superman ones, and Wonder Woman. You could do a lot more toward this. There are a lot more characters you can use. You can bring a lot more forward on there now. We've seen just now Black Adam, which has made money. Not too great, but I think I think Gunn could do a lot more with the Black Adam character on there. And, of course, we have Henry Cavill coming back as Superman. One thing, and I know a couple other people says, this should be if you want to reboot the entire DC universe, if you want to fix this whole situation, I have 2 words for you for your next project. Just 2 words: world's finest. That's right. If you do world's finest, get the right script, get the right people involved, you will have fans just literally knocking down the walls of movie theaters to see this movie. People will be buying it on Blu-ray. This is the time that Gunn and Safran need to rebuild the DC universe. All these movies, TV, animation, they have the chance. Doom Patrol is decent on there, and a couple of other things that they've been working on, but they need to improve them. They need to get better on their shows on there. The Superman and Lois series, they need to fix that. There are some issues on that. Stargirl, same situation. They need to fix Stargirl as well. Look, if Sony can put together a Spider-Man movie with all 3 actors that play Spider-Man including their villains, James Gunn and SAFRAN can do World's Finest. It can be done, and can be done right for the right price and for the right script. In other words, don't go overboard on special effects. Don't go overboard on contracts, on who you're going to pay what on there. Spend minimal for this and still give a good movie. It is possible. All you got to do is look at the Guardians Galaxy Christmas special. It looks garbage. Same thing with the Ant-Man movie that's coming out. You know, the special effects just look terrible. You know, it is horrendous what Marvel has done, what Disney, Marvel has done. Thank God James Gunn took the contract over here at Warner. But again, it's a wait and see. It's not going to be something that's overnight. It's probably, maybe we might see the first thing out of them 2024 at the earliest, 2025 definite. So we'll look for a DC Marvel type MCU over at DC. We'll see what they can do. And the thing about it is, they're reporting directly to Zaslav. And David Zaslav is not going to take any shit. He's going to make sure the budgets are right, whether you trust him or not. So you, my viewers, tell me in the comments below how you feel. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in. And don't forget, folks, this week, if you haven't noticed, we're presenting Halloween specials. Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, Pre-Flight, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and Thriller with Boris Karloff, and a bit of cartoons in between. Saturday, we got Serial Killer Halloween, Rabbit T. Rabbit Halloween, and Halloween cartoons. And these will both air Monday, Halloween, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, all on Odyssey. Check the description below, which will lead you to a link to Odyssey where you can subscribe there and get the live feed. Once again, that's on Friday, 10 p.m. for Saturday Pre-Flight, Saturday, 11 a.m. for Serial Killer Saturdays, and 5 p.m. for the Cuticast Halloween live feed. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.